Animal Farm Part 2, Chapter 2. The crystal was unique in every way while still bearing the properties unique to a crystal. A crystal is defined as a piece of homogeneous solid substance having a natural geometrically regular form with symmetrically arranged plane faces. Also, it was a highly transparent glass with a high refractive index. Crystals vibrate to many frequencies at once. Health is the natural state of any form in the universe. Considering the vibrational existence of reality, health comes with frequencies of anything in harmony and balance itself. When patterns of energy are disrupted, we experience a state which we know as disease, which is a body that is not at ease. The resistant, discordant energy patterning is responsible for every negative symptom the animals experience. Crystals have a vibration that is free of resistant patterns. They are among some of the structures in the physical dimension which have the most balanced, cohesive, strong, and intentional frequencies. Their unchanging physical structure is a reflection of their innate energetic pattern of balance and strength, which are incorruptible. The crystal carried the story of the machine. It absorbed the energy of the past. Some thoughts long forgotten were alive within this crystal. It had the power to heal, strengthen, encourage, inspire, and radiate. It could even resurrect the dead. Men wanted the crystal for themselves. However, their dark energy was radiated by the crystal. They did not like what they saw. It was an unbearable energy to those who were not meant to have it. The crystal needed to be refilled with loving energy. When left alone, it absorbed the energy of the sun and walked barefoot upon the earth's body. It wanted to be a rainbow, but that was not what it was. It was not the crystal that made animals hopeful. It was the positive energy radiated by the crystal, the visible rainbow. Just because it was intangible and could not be held or captured, it did not mean it was an illusion. It was real. It was something that showed the animals the true presence of the colors of the light. Though they could not always see it, it was there. Beautiful rainbows filtering all around the animals, filling them with energy. The crystal merely made it possible to see this real world of beauty by being in the right place at the right time, absorbing energy, and radiating it so others could see the rainbow. The crystal's power was also evident in the rain. Water was the earth's blood, and when the rain got heavy in the skies, it clung to particles of dust, pulling them to the ground. The rain could clear the dustiest of skies. With the machine's production increasing, the skies fell dark with haze. The animals did not even see it for themselves unless they traveled far away from the machine. The air made it hard for the animals to see much further than the ends of their own noses sometimes. The ones who had found the fresh air and were able to see the blue skies above the clouds tried telling the other animals to open their eyes. It was quite painful to do so, as the poison in the air burned their eyes. The earth needed the machine to keep its heart running now, and all animal kind's existence was dependent on the heart's continued beating. Only some knew of the heart's existence, and those who did had no interest in attempting to fix it. Those animals were comfortable in their jobs. The crystal knew how to fix it, and once again, this lifetime around continued to radiate the hope for Animalkind. It eventually met its twin flame. Hiding in an abandoned glass plant was a very special energy. His flame had been put out to a smoldering ember, but was still clearly visible by the crystal. He labored away, trying to save the fallen giants of the tree kingdom. These trees had lived their lives to their fullest and were destined to be firewood for the animals to keep warm. He saved them from the fires and cared for them. He was a collector of the stories of the forest. His light shone through the trees, and his ember was about to ignite from all the wood shavings that filled his shop. He was of the merman evolutionary line. He had transcended far beyond that of a mere fish and man, and was just needing a little radiated heat energy to ignite. Together, they were unstoppable. The purpose of the machine was to instill division among the animals. As long as the crystal and merman were together, they proved the loving bond between individuals was stronger than the machine. No matter how they disagreed at times, or how often the merman refused to want to see the positivity of the crystal, he eventually gave himself over to its healing powers. It took a long time to regain his trust, though, as it would with most of Animalkind. Together they had the power to change the world. His intellect and its emotional strength were enough to convince all the animals. But would they listen this time? The crystal had tried again and again throughout time. Were the animals ready to save the heart of the earth? Would they even gather to listen to what it would take before deciding it could not be done?